All the criminal charges dropped today against the golf star Scottie Scheffler. His legal team speaking outside of the courthouse in Louisville just a few hours ago. This after that new video came to light showing a post-arrest interview with Scheffler in the back of a cruiser the night of his arrest. Listen.
In the car, he grabbed my shoulder and hit me, like
trying to get you to stop, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It seemed to be a little bit over aggressive because the entrance was open. I pulled a little bit because I was afraid. I thought he was going to start hitting me, and I didn't know who he was. He didn't tell me he was a police officer. If he knew he was a police officer, I would have been much more or less afraid, but panic kind of set in. As you can see, I'm still shaking.
All right, live from upstate New York today, I believe, where he's covering another tournament, is the sports radio talk show host Drew Deener, hosted the Deener Show, ESPN Louisville. He was on the show the day the Scheffler story broke. So I have a terrible memory, Drew, but I think you predicted this, right? That the charges would be dropped, and here we are.
Yeah, you're right. Your memory is right on there. I mean, this whole thing was theater of the absurd. I mean, once the video came out last week from a poll camera that showed nothing that looked like anything in the police report, where they talked about an officer being dragged, because he was hanging onto the side of the car. And then the ultimate punchline around here that was also in the police report was the $80 pair of pants that were damaged beyond control, or beyond saving, or whatever the verbiage was there. That was the punchline around here. And this thing just should have been avoided. This was, tensions were heightened. Someone had died earlier that morning, and everybody should have taken about, a 20-second timeout and said, hey, this is everything's a little bit crazy right now. It's a golfer on his way to the course, and in which none of the police officers turned on their body cams, which is a huge issue around here from the last few years. And there was no evidence. Right. And then to magnify theater of the absurd, last week they had a press conference to release this footage from the poll camera, and then didn't take any questions and didn't release the footage and said, finally on our YouTube channel. And so finally today, this nonsense just stopped. This was something that should never have gone on 12 days. And this was, this was just, everybody should have just chilled out, in the first few hours of this, and it shouldn't have come to this.
Well, the one news conference, that one you alluded to with the mayor and the police chief from last week, I watched that as well, and I was almost confused. I'm like, what is going on? This is one of the strangest news conferences. I kept waiting for something to happen, and, and it never did. And now the charges have been dropped. Let me play a clip from Scheffler's attorney. This is earlier today, and how they put things on their side. Listen.
Every case is dependent on the quality of the defendant or the plaintiff. If they are likable, they are credible, and they are honest, then you have a good case. Scottie Scheffler, you cannot find one person to say a bad word about him. When he's in a police car after being falsely arrested, he is still a perfect gentleman.
What do you make of that, Drew, that Scottie Scheffler's character played into this? That, the fact that, I think the facts might have been on his side as well, but you cover golf, or you've been around sports a long time. I mean, he is well respected, right?
Well, I don't think it had anything to do with it. I cover golf when it's in Louisville. We've had the PGAs, we've had some Ryder Cups, but all the evidence was on his side. There was the police report was a lie. I mean, it was flat out a lie. He was not drugged at all. They charged him with second-degree assault of a police officer, which I'm pretty sure some body cams would have turned on if that had happened. So that didn't happen. And this was just one where it was all about the evidence. It's nice that Scottie Scheffler was polite in the police vehicle, but it's also a lesson in when they read you Miranda rights, shut the hell up. I mean, that's what every lawyer tells you. And that was him just trying to talk to another officer. Then it wasn't going anywhere. They'd already made up their mind at that point. And yeah, this whole thing was just absolutely unnecessary and lost in it. Somebody, lost their life probably 30 minutes prior to Scheffler's incident, but this was all about the evidence. There was none.
I agree with you. I mean, I was listening to you explain, and I agree exactly with what you're saying there. That, you know what, he may be a nice guy, maybe well respected on the golf tour, but the fact of the matter is the facts weren't in the side of the police, didn't have the body camera or anything like that as well. So, Drew, thanks. Drew Deener, talk show host out of Louisville, ESPN Louisville, has been on with us a couple of times on this case. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.